Hello, my loves, and welcome to another creative storytelling. With that said, let's get on with it, shall we? What do we have going on? What story do we have today? No news is good news. Down, but not quite out. So this feels like someone still not quite hearing back in regards to some form of situation. This could be hearing back from a job with that toil and labor. This is like someone worried, you know, maybe the job went to someone else, right? So it's like I would like right now, this feels like I would call this the callback just with the energy I'm feeling. So someone could be, you know, a bit on the edge of their seats. This is like, I'm never going to hear back from them, or, you know, I haven't heard back from them, or maybe it just went to someone else. Maybe they just said, you know, or I know what's going to happen. That's kind of what this feels like. So let's see. Tower, sideways. Oh, wow. Rip the Band-Aid off. This is almost like someone not wanting to find out, right? So someone could have like gone on an interview, right? Gone on an interview, hoping to get a job, hoping to land a job, right? But at the same token, they haven't gotten a call back. And because they haven't gotten a call back, they're kind of all up in their head, up in their seats. The number one thing that would end this whole thing is if they were to actually reach out and call the place just to find out, right? But it feels like they're trying to avoid that until they finally say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I feel like it'd be good news if they actually do. So someone could be, you know, kind of holding back from the idea of actually, you know, calling back a place to see if maybe they landed, they got the job. Yeah, see, look, communication is key. Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords sideways. So I feel like someone's worried about the callback, or they haven't gotten the call back. They want to inquire about if they got the position, but they hold themselves back because they're worried about, well, I don't know, maybe someone else got it. I don't want to hear that I didn't get it. But I feel like eventually they're going to get to the point where they're saying, you know what, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah, look, Death card under the deck. So it's like enough is enough. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off and we're just going to see what happens. Did we get the job? Did we not? Because the not knowing is killing someone. Page of Cups. I feel like it's good news. When they finally do this, it is a form of good news. Two of Swords. They don't see coming. They didn't expect it. So they don't expect anything good. 2-2, by the way. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. And we saw that Two of Cups under the deck, 2-2-2. So someone did not expect this positive turn of events. King of Swords, but they got it. I feel like the thing that works for them also is having that sense of incentive, you know, having that backbone. You show incentive when you call to inquire, right? It's like you're showing incentive. You're showing that you want to work. This could have even been a situation where, you know, they said that they weren't going to make the decision until a certain time or a certain date. They had other interviews. In which case someone, oh yeah, well, it's definitely not going to me. No. So I feel like to one's pleasant surprise, they are going to get the job because it's just that the boss feels like that they feel like the right fit, right? It's like the perfect, this is the perfect partnership. So whatever the opportunity is that they are hoping that they get, the person who they are speaking to in regards to this, they're trusting their gut and they're feeling drawn to this. Empress and the Emperor. Wow, perfect partnership. All right, so what's the advice? Or you know what? Before that, tell me more about that Four of Wands. I feel like this person could end up working at this place very long term. Whatever this opportunity is, this is something that has the potential for long term. A lot of growth. This is someone who would be able to level up. Killer instincts could be a thing as well. No time to say hello. Goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. So this is like someone could be wanting to put on a little extra with the impression, being extra punctual, a bit too much so. Yeah, this is like, trying to stand out above the rest. So it's like, let me get in before anyone else does. Just be, our character needs to just be themselves. I'm literally hearing that song from just trying, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. This person, whoever our main character is, they might do themselves a bit of a disservice if they try to come in under a false narrative, under a bit of a facade. This is someone who tries to hold up a bit of a false image to really make themselves stand out above the rest of the competition. But at the same token, it could have a bit of a backfire because they'll get tired of it soon enough, right? So this is someone who kind of comes in all, wee, right? However, there could be a sense of burnout, especially if they are not just being themselves, showing up as they are, and not, putting on a bit of a facade, right? Because it feels like that's going to get tired real fast and other people are going to see through it. Also, it could make for a bit of a hostile work environment. All right, so what is the advice? That's probably why I felt called to the Four of Wands before going to the advice. So what is the advice for this main character? What would be advised? Other than be yourself, be yourself. And be careful of burnout. This is like someone who goes a little too much, a little too overboard. Don't take on too much because they could burn out. And then it just gets to a point where it's like, Ten of Pentacles. Stick with it. Whatever it is, stick with it. Look, this has the potential, again, to be something long-term, duly noted, double reiterated with that Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups over that Four of Wands, right? So as long as one sticks with it, they could end up with this company for quite some time and they could be very well financially set, could even be benefits along the way. Just make sure you stick with it, or our character just needs to make sure of what they really want moving forward and stick with it, right? If this is the job that they want and they get it, well, then stick with it. Don't allow old habits or other things to sidetrack and derail. And then you're left out of a good opportunity. But someone's being given a good opportunity in regards to a work situation, even though they don't really expect to get it. They do. They just need to be mindful of burnout and trying to be like an overachiever. This is like, say you try to act like an overachiever, right? You try to do all this, try to be all extra, but then it backfires because, all right, well, you're coming in extra early, you're doing all this extra stuff, so now we're going to give you extra work, right? And then someone becomes a bit, it becomes like a burnout situation. It's like, don't do that shit. Just show up as you are. And just take it from there. Either way, this would be something that would benefit our character greatly, so long as they stick with it. So, I don't know. I like it. With that said, my loves, that is your story. I'm going to leave that there.